Oh, God. Hello, I'm Keir Mather and I'm the Labour MP for Selby and Kippix, and today I'm answering your questions. All right, so no pressure, let's see what we got. Why am I getting poorer every single day? We've got to be working to make things better. I think we're making progress to drive down the cost of living for families. So free childcare, free breakfast clubs. We raise the living wage for millions of people across our country, but there is always more work to do. And it is a burning injustice that so many people in this country still don't feel like they can get their heads above water. So it's something that we're working every single day to try to fix. So, since you are giving 16-year-olds the vote, what are you going to do to properly educate 16-year-olds about politics? Well, to be honest with you, I don't think a lot of 16-year-olds need educating about politics. They are living politics every day, just like people right across the country are. If they can't get a bus to where they need to go, they can't get that job that they want to do on the weekend, they're not happy with their experience in school, they're living politics, and I think they know it. But that being said, we've got way more to do to make sure people across the country are taking part in our democracy. Vote to 16 is going to be a big piece of that puzzle, but I think people that age are really ready to play their part. Why aren't you more noisy about the good things you've done since being in government? Well, that's a good question. We try really hard to shout about the things that we've done, but I think part of it is Labour is a progressive party. We're trying to achieve bold change for our country. And I think when that happens, you get so fixated on trying to fix things that you don't stop enough to actually talk about what the stuff is you're doing. But I think we've got a great record that we need to shout about. We're passing really progressive policy on employment rights. We're standing up for our values on the world stage. We're working to build 1.5 million more homes, a new generation of council housing. We need to be loud and proud about how this Labour government is changing people's lives. And that's what me and all the other Labour MPs need to get on with doing every single day. Who is Labour's Chancellor? Rachel Reeves. She is a Yorkshire MP like me, first woman Chancellor for 800 years, so trailblazer. What's your favourite brain rot term? It might have to be 6-7. It's got to be 6-7. I'm not going to do it though. My team keep begging me to do it, but I'm not going to. What does social justice mean to you? Well, I mean, in politics, we love to wrap things up in terms that people don't understand, but like fundamentally, social justice is just about fairness. I think it's unfair that you can live in my part of Yorkshire and not get a bus to where you need to go. I think it's unfair that if you're a woman, you might not get paid the same amount in the workplace than your male colleagues. I think it's unfair that we don't have housing in every part of our country so that people can have dignity and a safe roof over their heads. It's what drives me as a Labour MP, and I think our whole government to try and make things better for people. Labour is about fairness, and it's about improving people's lives every single day that we have the opportunity to do so. When are free breakfast clubs rolling out England-wide? Well, I've got some great news. Free breakfast clubs have already started to be rolled out in England, including 2 in my constituency in Selby and Kippix. That's 750 primary schools where kids get free breakfast. But by April 2026, there's going to be 2,000 more. And our aim is that every child in the UK can have a free breakfast so that they can get on and learn in school. Why isn't the Labour Party doing more? Well, this is a Labour Party that's created 5 million extra NHS appointments. We're building a new generation of affordable housing. We've given millions of workers across the country a pay rise, and we're rolling out free breakfast clubs in every primary school in the UK. That sounds like a government to me that's getting on with the job of fixing Britain. Why not present an alternative to Farage rather than endlessly warning us about him? Well, man, there is a lot to warn you about. Like, this guy wants to charge you for your healthcare. He thinks young people get paid too much. He sold us a version of Brexit and then swanned off to America. This man cannot be trusted. But at the same time, it's about our values. Reform are not interested in fixing the challenges this country faces. Labour is getting on with the job every day and are much who I prefer to look after our national interest. What will you do to make our community safer from the racist rhetoric of the far right? We'll call them out for what they are, which is liars. They say that all the problems Britain faces are caused by people who don't look like them. It's actually caused by the fact that nobody's tried to make this country better for 14 years. So in every single thing we do, we'll stand up to them, we'll prove them wrong, and we'll show them the door. What are you doing to improve my family's day-to-day life because we're struggling? Well, I'm really sorry to hear that, and I don't know what your personal circumstances are, but maybe if I give you an example, if you live in rented accommodation, we're passing the Renters' Rights Bill that's going to mean that your landlord can never serve you with a no-fault eviction. If you work a temporary job or you're in insecure work, we're passing the Employment Rights Bill, which is going to mean that you have guaranteed working conditions. And if you earn the national minimum wage, we've already put your pay up, but we know there is so much more to do to make sure that you can live a happy, healthy life with you and your family. But I do just want to reassure you that that is something that is at the core of our values, and it's something that we're working to achieve every single day in this government.